didn't, you know what, I never jump in when everybody's sort of in amongst stuff. I'll probably go and see Adele when nobody wants to anymore. I went to see Britney Spears when she was shit. Disappointing. Hi there. Hi, Scott from Canada. Hey, I'd love to go to Canada. I'm good, thank you. And what was the question? Network marketing and being a mom. It is tricky in any business when you're a mom or dad, I guess, but a lot of the parental stuff does fall down to mom. So it is difficult to manage that, and it's about being really strict with your time. So, hi, Russia. My dad speaks Russian. Oh, he's a confident. Okay, we'll talk confidence as well, Sarah. What we're talking, so network marketing, mom. It's just about being strict with your time and not expecting so much of yourself as a mom, and appreciating that some days you'll be getting it right and some days you won't, and setting aside time and being really strict with your time in terms of business, because it's very easy, and I've massively fell into that trap many times, and probably still do, of running around like a headless chicken, but actually being a jack of all trades and a master of none. Where are the best and worst areas in Coventry? Do you know what? I'm still not amazingly good on that. Earlsden's good, and I don't really know the bad areas. I don't want to say them in case I've got it wrong, because I'm not really that good on the bad areas. Sorry. But Earlsden's quite nice. And where I live is quite nice as well. But I'm not going to tell you where that is. Chivalrous dilemma. 2 weeks ago, I laid in a puddle for 2 ladies to step on me. They giggled. Bit chivalry gone too far, I think. There's a line. There's a line with chivalry would be worse. What else? Questions. You questions are coming so fast. How do you respond to people that are rude to you? Okay. Lippy colour is an orangey. It's a Maybelline one. Owsley. I think Owsley's nice, yeah. What was the question? Responding to people that are rude to me. Well, it depends on the circumstance. I think you've got to take it as it is. And confidence, yes, Sarah. And so it depends on rudeness. Like, if it's face-to-face rudeness, I'm quite direct, so I would have no problem calling somebody out on it. But there's obviously that subtle rudeness, isn't there? Usually I just use a bit of comedy and taking the piss a little bit, which is pretty English for those guys outside of the UK. Taking the piss just meaning having a joke with them, what do we say? Just, what's up? With rudeness, it really depends on the circumstances. So I would have no problem telling someone where to go. I've really no problem with confrontation in that way. But obviously that's not always the right way to be. So give me a situation and I'll tell you how I would respond to that situation. Because actually someone was really rude to me today. A guy drove down my street. Conor, are you ready for Conor McGregor, mate? Is that you? Sorry. Little riddle in the middle, lovely. So some guy drove down my street like screeching in his little sporty car, thinking he was brilliant. And I went like that, like, slow down, mate. And he wound his window. He didn't wind his window down because it's not the 80s. What the hell? What's it like living in Camden? And what's that one? And so he drove along and he wound his window down, and he was like, "What's your problem? What's your problem, love?" And I was like, "What are you driving like twat for? Slow down. There's families and children around here." And he went, "You don't know who I am, bruv." I was like, "I don't care who you are." But then my husband came out of the house, and he was gone. But I have no problem with confrontation, but avoid it. We don't need aggression in our worlds, do we? Confidence. Okay, confidence is my thing. Okay, so I wasn't always confident. When I was younger, I was severely unconfident with the way that I look, and massive body dysmorphia. Like, just really didn't like the way I looked. I was very, very lacking in self-esteem. I read a lot of books, keep away from drama, absolutely. I read a lot of self-help books, I worked on myself a lot, and in terms of the way I looked, I just stopped slagging myself off. So I would just say, what would you do if a black man approached you with a clever, witty punchline and asked for your number? Well, I'm married, so I would say, thank you, clever, witty black man, for your clever, witty approach to me. You cannot have my number, my friend. But fair play on coming up to me with a clever, witty line. That's what I would say. And I would say that as well. So yeah, confidence wise, it's about little by little, just doing different things. Confidence is something that can be learned, absolutely. And I'm going to be doing lots of videos on it. In fact, I'm trying to pass my theory test. Okay, we'll do that as well. So do subscribe to me on YouTube, because I'm going to be doing some stuff. In fact, I'm putting something together at the moment. 2 things. I'm putting together confidence for mums, particularly, which will be launched in the new year. It's going to be first starting with a webinar, and then it is going to be a course that I'm going to be doing. What do you think of illegal? Okay, I'll go. Remind me: legalization of marijuana and theory test, line learning. So in terms of confidence, I've got a couple of videos on my YouTube channel on confidence, so have a look at those as well, Sarah. And and keep an eye out for the course. I'm going to be letting you know about that. And the other course that I'm launching is going to be how to get into the acting industry. So for basic beginners, I'm going to be launching that as well. So that can be from anyone really young to anyone old, or even those who've already. Do I live near Bablake? I'm not going to tell you where I live. Fab, can't wait. Giving up the day job. Amazing. Well done, you. Okay, so line learning for theory tests. Brilliant, Sarah. Definitely look into that. I'm going to be tweeting and stuff about it, so you can definitely look at that. Yeah, so in terms of, I'm good, thank you. Hi. In terms of line learning, so theory test, it is, do you know, say it out loud. Say everything out loud. I've got when I'm learning lines and stuff, I will stick things around the house. So write it down. Writing's really, really important for. Thank you for the share as well, guys. Do share with the rest of your followers. Oh, thank you. Stick things around your house, like where you're gonna, be around the house, like, and listen to stuff. If you can get it recorded, so record some of the answers. Favorite vegetable? Broccoli. Yeah, stick things around the house, make it into a song, try and just use pictures and things, have things, stick for your theory tests, stick pictures of, signs around the house. So when you go on the flipping toilet, you're looking and you're like, oh, there's something. You just always have things. Favourite club? What club? As in what? Football club? Newcastle United? If you could be any vegetable, would you be a bit of broccoli? It depends. Broccoli is... I'm going to have to think about that. Let me come back to you on vegetable. Nightclub. Favourite nightclub? Unfortunately, you don't know me too well. I am not. I like to sit in the house and drink cups of tea. Long gone are my days of nightclubbing. It doesn't interest me anymore. Probably once a year I'll go out to a club and I get dressed up and I'll feel amazing and I'll think I look brilliant and I'll walk in feeling like Beyonce and I'll get in there and I'll think, these people don't know anything about my life. They've got no idea what I've got to do every single day and I can't be bothered. Are you still mates with anyone from the Grove? Of course I am. I'm mates with Andrew Hayden Smith, who some of you will know, he's a darling. And I am mates with Louise Henderson, who played Laura. I am mates with, who else? Lots from Biker. Vicky, who, I forget what their character name was. Hey, Vicky Hawkins is still a friend of mine. Yeah, lots of people from Biker Grove. I was in Biker Grove, which was a BBC children's drama for 7 years. So my whole of my growing up was on television. Have I heard of Ed Gordon? No, should I have? I'm rubbish. If it's someone like really famous, I'm really bad with that sort of stuff. So I'm really sorry. I'm really not. Do you know, I've hardly had the television on for years. Biker Grove was a classic, and it's spelt with a Y. And I'm not being like a grammar Nazi. It's just that it's a place. It's not like biker, like on a motorbike. It's biker in a place in Newcastle. I did go on to Waterloo Road. He's on TV all the time. I'll Google him. What was his name again? I forgot. Yeah, Waterloo Road, second series. I played Leanne. She was expelled. She was naughty. Edward Gordon. Okay. My bad. Yeah, I'm just, you know what? Nightclubs just aren't my thing. I would have no clue. People invite me to clubs all the time, like, yeah, babe, you've got to come to a nightclub. And I'm like, you don't know me at all. Did you listen to that song? I DM'd you. I didn't listen to it, and I will listen to it because I saw it the other day, and I'm horrendous at looking at DMs or messages, so I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to answer one of these questions because I'm sure there's some that I've missed on here. Somebody said, Danny, I don't know. Danny said, and I think it was on Facebook, but Danny, I remember you on Top of the Pops on MTV. Will you ever go back to singing? So I did singing for a while, back in 2000 and, I don't know, when was it? It was ages ago. 2004, something like that. Under a different name. It was under Summer Matthews, because Holly Valance was out at the time. I was signed to Sony UK, and I did Top of the Pops and MTV and lots of other stuff, TRL, The Box, and blah, blah, blah. And it was wicked, but Little Miss Perfect, yeah, man. And do you know what? I really don't know. Thank you for loving me. I really don't know. I think I love singing and I enjoy it, and I think if I were to go back to singing, it would be absolutely on my terms. When I was singing and I was signed to Sony, it was 100% on Sony's terms. And, you know, there's many acts that have been before, and you kind of get, oh, B-side, Rub Me. The B-side of my single was called Rub Me, and the lyrics were, you know you want to rub me, baby. Put me in a wild and raging river. Put me in a storm and watch me ride. I actually love that song. I didn't write it, so I'm not going to take credit for it. And I would sing it for you, but I'm the worst tonight. We'll have a sing song another time. So singing, I might go back to, it's very poetic, isn't it? Isn't it just? I might go back to singing, but it would be fun. It would be much more fun. Last time was very much about, you know, the conveyor belt of the music industry. Love, love, love. Do you know what? I remember with Little Miss Perfect, The Sound of Music. I've seen it about 1 million times. I love The Sound of Music. That was like my childhood film. Grease, The Sound of Music, and Dirty Dancing. There was dance moves in Top of the Pops magazine to Little Miss Perfect. Full-on dance moves. You got to check them out. I'm sure I've got a copy of that magazine somewhere. Okay. Any other, quickly, any other, because I'll feel bad if I don't answer them. Oh, somebody's just said, fuck you. It's a bit angry. Who's your name? Why are you so angry? Can you still do them? No, I never knew the dance moves. They weren't my dance moves. They were made up, and there was a little picture of a little girl like acting them out. It was wicked. Not. What has been my favourite TV show that I've ever done, and that's from Ems, and I can't remember where that was from. Ems might have been Instagram. Ems, my favourite TV show. Well, it's hard to pick because Bio Grove was like all my growing up. It was a really pinnacle, exciting time for me, and it's just going to make me sound like a right nerd. But in the UK, ITV's The Bill. I did The Bill. Motherfuck you. Why are you just swearing at me? It's really weird. Stop saying fuck you at me. Weirdo. I'm not even going to block him, let him do his thing. I did The Bill, which I played a drug addict in The Bill, and I held someone hostage. And am I insecure about my dancing? Not really. Nah, I just dance. I'll go for it. No, I don't really go out because I'm judgmental. And I stare at people like, I can't be bothered. I can't deal with hangovers because I've got 2 children. And I just can't be arsed. It doesn't interest me anymore. I've got many bigger priorities in my world than going clubbing. Top tips for network marketers. Brand yourself rather than relying on your network marketing business. So brand you, because people will buy into you. They won't buy into the business necessarily, or they will, but there's many similar. So you've got to get them to buy into you. So brand yourself, work out who you are, and find your own tribe of people just like you. And be really strict with your time and really, did you enjoy TV or music more? TV. And I'll tell you why. Hi, Prince or Princess. I enjoyed, network marketing tips would be mostly that, would be brand yourself, be brave with yourself and kind to yourself too. It's not really a thing, is it? But mostly just brand yourself, make yourself, all of your social media needs to look right. And that's the same with any business, make it look good. Don't cut corners with that because so many people are doing the same thing as you, so you need to make yourself stand out. And just be brave with chatting to people. Like, just make it fun. Try and remember it's good fun and it doesn't have to be serious. And forget anybody's negativity towards you and what it is. Just be true to yourself a lot. TV, I prefer doing TV. And the singing, how much do you need to start a project? What kind of project are you looking to start? yeah, TV, when I was doing singing, I started singing because I was singing on a TV show that I was on. My character was a singer, and she left, it was in Brighton Grove, she left to do a singing career, and I was approached by record labels and stuff like that. You're welcome. And so I started doing singing in that way, and it was obviously like, if you're going to be touted in front of big record execs, and even though I wasn't necessarily pushing to be a singer, you're going to do it, which is what I did. However, the most exciting for me during the whole singing process was actually making the music video, and that made me realise that actually that was what I wanted to do, that I enjoy acting. I do, yeah. You still get royalties for TV shows that you've done. So it depends if it gets. I get a little email off my agent or from Equity, which is the Actors Union, and they just say, your team. Sometimes it's really funny though, because it's like I get an email, I'm like, yes, come on, be a big one, and then I click on, it's like, your episode of Casualty was sold to the outer Mongolia, and you get £1.93, is like stuff like that sometimes. But then I get a nice whopping one every now and then when it's been sold, a bigger show or a show that I've been in for a longer period of time gets sold. So yeah, it's not always well exciting with royalties, but yeah, do you know what? It's nice, and I don't ever feel like, woohoo, free money. I kind of just think, do you know what? I did do that work at that time. What about from PRS? PRS? Remind me, what's PRS? Am I being really stupid? Is that for singing? I did have some. Yeah, I had some. I had a big whopping one because it. What about repeats? Yeah, Waterloo Road, CBS. Yeah, I get stuff when it's. Oh yeah, PRS. Yeah, I did get a big whopping one, but then because I only released one single, so it's not going to be like a massive amount, but it will get played a little bit, and then yeah, I am registered with those guys. What's the most royalties you have got in an email? Not massive, not ridiculous amount. Probably the singing one, because. You do get an advance when you do singing, but then when your music gets played different places and your performances get played, then you earn. So I think the singing one was the most, because I hadn't collected it. I didn't know I was entitled to anything in terms of that. I didn't really know anything about that industry, and someone approached me and said, look, you've got a lot of money here, like, that you don't know about. So that was about 2.5 or 3 grand. That was a few years back. So that was a nice pick-up one, all in one lump sum. The rest have just been as and when throughout my my working life. But how long have I been talking? Because I'm probably boring you all by now. Sorry. So anyway, I'm going to stop here. But do follow me on here. Go onto my YouTube channel. That's not too much. People, absolutely. Yeah, no, that wasn't a big amount. I didn't do much with the music. Oh, thank you very much. Well, yes, so subscribe on YouTube, which is Holly Matthews Online. Do follow me on Twitter if you're not already and you've just stumbled across this. And I'm going to be launching the 2 courses in the new year, so watch out for those, and keep in touch and send me your questions. Chat to me. I'm approachable, and I'll chat about anything, as you can see, probably at super fast speed. But go and check out some of my videos that I've already done, and let me know what you want me to do videos on as well. The courses are going to be, and there may be more. I'm not sure yet. I'm still working. I'm putting some bits together tonight, and finishing one of them tonight and putting some new ones together. But there's going to be one on an introduction to acting, the acting world and how to get into it and that kind of thing. That's going to be a real beginner's course or a refresher course for those that have been in the industry for a while. And one of them is going to be on confidence, being a mum, and finding yourself and that kind of thing. Feel free to fly over some names of these courses, because I have not named them, and I'm going to be bringing some more things to you guys in 2016, maybe some social media stuff as well, because I know you guys all like that as well. So yeah, have a nice night, and I will speak to you all soon. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye. Give me some hearts to go as well, because I'm a greedy heart bag. Sweet dreams. Bye.